on the topic Creative Society. And each guest, we find out something new. And today we have with us, and she will share with us her opinion about Creative Society. Our guest, Valentina Lazareva. Greetings, greetings, dear hosts and our friends, people who I know and I don't know, those who watch us now, and those who are participating now. Thank you, Valentina. And I am happy to introduce Sylvia and Shirin, my co-hosts. Greetings. As usual, I will give the floor to Sylvia because, as I know, Sylvia will be happy to introduce our guest to our viewers. Sylvia, welcome. Thank you, Almira. Greetings, dear friends. Today, I'm very happy to introduce our guest, Valentina Lazareva. She is, excuse me, I will read it out because it's quite long. She is the main singer in the Moscow theater. She is a teacher of vocal singing, and also I would like to add she is my teacher of vocal. That is why she is my closest person. And about our broadcasts, the idea of our broadcast will be talked about by Shireen. Greetings, Valentina. I'm very happy that you are with us today. Greetings, our viewers and friends, everybody who is watching or who will watch this broadcast. Our broadcast appeared after after the fact that on the platform of ALLATRA IPM, the project Creative Society started, and the project six handshakes. And the theory means that we are acquainted with each person on Earth through five or less social connections. And we decided to try this theory in reality, and it appeared to be that our our reporters and friends have broadcasts in more than 180 countries, and participants of these programs are people who live in these countries. And having this broadcast, each time we understand that we all want the same, to live in the creative society. And what does it mean? Creative society is a society of equal people where the human is in the center, where a human creates and has all opportunities for this. And today I would like to give a floor to our host, and that we could speak about creative society and to be sure that a person already lives in such a society. Yes, really. Everything is very similar. And each broadcast, or with each broadcast, we understand more and more about the creative society. In what aspects a person can show himself. And with it, my first question is connected. Greetings once again, and I would like to know your opinion. Please share. What is your opinion? What do you think if each person on the planet or has an opportunity to develop himself as a personality, to develop his or her talents? Should it be in reality or not? I think that if we talk about my attitude to this question, I participate in this in the development of this society with with the help of my work, in my work all the day, both as an actress, as a teacher. And for 16 years I have been living in the Netherlands, and here I am also trying to continue my activity to develop, to help to develop people, and first of all children, and first of all Russian speaking children, talented children, both girls and boys who want to sing. and I do my best to help them, and including organizing concerts and organizing some kind of meetings of our students, and where they can speak Russian, not only Dutch. So when I found out about your society, I understood that I'm also a member of this society, yes, subconsciously. Yes, certainly, because people of creative society are each person on this planet, and creative society is not for some group of people, not for a particular country, and not for a particular nationality. It is really for each person. It means that the concept of the creative society is very close to you because you are implementing it in your professional life. Yes, it's really so. Yes, it's excellent. And the aim of our broadcast is to inform people about the creative society. And even now, we understand that a person is already living in this society with the responsibility, and you are doing your best, and you do it every day and every moment of your life, regardless of a country that a person is living in. Everybody, any person can find this opportunity. So, Valentina, when you were introducing yourself, you told that all your life you have been doing your favorite activity, and your attitude when you moved to Holland, you also found this opportunity. Your strive for teaching, in spite of the fact that you also have your concerts, but you also want to help people, to teach them, to help them to discover themselves through singing. And you work with children and with adults, regardless of languages. So please tell us, how do you imagine? I know that you have read all the eight foundations in our article, so please tell us, how can we disclose our talents in such a society where education is free and any person can get it? How do you imagine it? How do you see it as a teacher, as a person, as a woman? So, first of all, the latest trends in our society are commercialization of the society, and people live this feeling of the life and helping each other. And that is why music and singing help me to revoke a kindness among people, and it also helps to share it with other people. It helps me to disclose these feelings, and first of all, any piece of music is a feeling of love. So it turns out that we were growing up in the Soviet Union, and we could visit these events, for example, sport events or cultural events, for free. For example, when I was studying in Kazan, and I was helping people, and we were organizing concerts, and people could come to me, and they could be taught they could be taught singing for free. And in this hobby club, people could be united, they could spend time there and could share something beautiful with each other. And after that, they even could go to the conservatory or have some concerts. And that is why even now yeah, I would like to see that the government would pay more attention to culture, besides healthcare and so on. Even in the Netherlands, payment for free teaching of sport and music are reduced, and that is why I really want the government to pay attention to the development of culture, development of music, and also opera music. Opera music is considered to be elite music, but if we prepare children since early age to the serious music, then people become emotionally rich and they discover a completely new world for themselves, a world of new emotions, especially not only when they just listen but also start to sing themselves. It's a special sensual world which is disclosed when you can enjoy music, when you can enjoy your own singing, and especially when you go to the stage and you're successful there. That is why, as I understand, this creative society may help to promote these ideas of development of personality, his emotions on the level now when all attention is directed to some new technologies, to political, economical problems, because we had this proverb when music is singing, we don't hear any sounds of weapons. It means that even peace can be brought to people among people, and music unites people. Valentina, you said your society, but would you like to join this creative society? That it would be our society? Yes, maybe I'm not get accustomed to this word, but yes, I am involved in this society. Yes, and I like one phrase: singing is the world of feelings. I heard this phrase from our guest Valentina, and I would like to ask if, no, wait, if any creativity discloses feeling in a person and singing does it, so feelings that a person has is the same, and it can unite us. So, what do you think? The building of the creative society can join all people all around the globe. Not only can, but it's already uniting. The only thing is that some people can be involved in charity without just announcing this kind of society, but your society can do it. Your society can help people on different levels, and also developing of these feelings. So, can I ask you, Shirin? I would like to ask a quick question. And you said these feelings are born in a person when he's singing. When weapons, we cannot hear weapons anymore when singing begins. And our broadcast is called Singing is the creative power of the society. But for you, culture and singing cannot be separated. And what do you think? How important is it that the culture is the idea that can develop culture?
I'm not saying that it's possible. I'm just saying that it is already united people. For example, our Russian opera singers and dancers, ballet dancers, they always went around the world with performances, and they are still quite a high standard for everyone all over the world. it's kind of like a visit card of our country. It's the demonstration of the level of development of culture. Our literature, our Dostoevsky, Tolstoy, they're translated, their works are translated into languages all over the world, regardless of political problems that can arise between countries. In Despite that, Tchaikovsky, Rachmaninoff's music is performed all over the world in all the concert halls, and it's the level of our country. We were educated on this, and we are trying to preserve this and to pass it to our next generations. We are proud of this, regardless of where we are. Yes, I do feel that you are proud that so many talented people were born in that country, and indeed there is no such, kind of, it's an addition of feelings of some good contribution to the society. But the question is, can we actually study from each other? Because it wouldn't be right to say that such talented people are born only in one specific country. Of course, such talented people are born all over the world in various countries. So can we and should we learn from each other? Well, as for me, I have Dutch students, my Dutch friends learn from me of any ages, starting from children and up to 78 years old. And for example, there are old women who work with me, learn from me, and they sharing my knowledge with them with pleasure. And they actually perform our Russian music as well. You see here, suddenly, I apologize if I interrupted you, but we listened to this point here today that it's like a symphony, that the language of feelings is heard everywhere, regardless of the country you live in, regardless of the language you speak in. But this language of feelings can be understood by any person who is open to it. And it turns out that this is such a wonderful thing. I mean, culture, arts, they unite people. And now we are listening to you and we come to understanding that these foundations of the creative society, this is basically the basis, the foundation, which is inherent in each of us, whether we know about it or not, whether we understand what it is or not, but we do have it. It is expressed in many forms. For example, in some people, it is expressed through music, through singing, in other people, through their attitude to work. And here it turns out that we are equals among the equals, because we each of us has such an opportunity, and this is the key point, which is a characteristic of the creative society, where the highest value is a human. And if a human possesses all these qualities, he has no borders, no verges. Create, unite, do your life better, make your life better. Today all conditions are created for this. In our broadcast, we have people participating from 180 countries of the world. These are people of various occupations, religions, social statuses, races. And these are people from various fields of life, and it's amazing. They are talking and they get inspired with the same things. It's love. Why are you singing? Because inside you have this energy. It is accumulated. It's a creative energy, and it requires some release. And a person starts doing something, whatever is done by whom. We are actually have the same inherent things in each of us, and these broadcasts, which are released every day from various parts of the world, it's like a message that people say, yes, guys, we want to live in such a society where we would have an opportunity to have free education, excellent healthcare, and we'll be having an opportunity to do what we like. Just we need to want it. We have all the conditions necessary. Who would not want to live in such a society? That would be logical. It would be logical. After Shireen's words, it would be logical to address the question to Valentina regarding the creative society. Yeah, that's what I was trying to ask right away. You're reading my thoughts. I'm listening to our today's broadcast and I understand, yes, guys, it's basically impossible to do without the 8 foundations of creative society. And I would like to read out the 6th foundation, which is human development of personality. Development of personality. Every person in the creative society possesses the right to a comprehensive development and self-realization. Education should be free of charge and equally affordable and accessible to everyone. Conditions should be created for expanding opportunities for implementation by every person of his or her creative talents and abilities. You know, every word echoes with me, and I would like to add here that this foundation is not just an empty sound, it's a proud foundation for building a creative society. What you are doing, Valentina, in your everyday life is actually you are implementing one of the principles of foundations of the creative society. Yes, development of personality, right? And development, you know, this development has no borders. It is endless. You can develop endlessly. Sometimes a person doesn't even expect that he or she has a talent which can be enhanced. And for example, when I was younger, I was said, yeah, no, I won't do this, I won't be able to do this. But now I'm older and I know that I'm capable of everything. I say to myself that I can do anything, but I need to work on this. Sylvia is one of the examples of that. Celia is also thought that singing is impossible for her, but if you apply effort, if you do it from a good point of view, you develop any voice, any talent, and you know, this singing becomes available to any people. And even, you know, choirs are arranged. I know these trends in Russia and the Netherlands, like choirs for people who have no voice and no ear. Really? Yes, really. It's amateur choruses and the choirs, and they even arrange concerts. Valentina, I also have a question. How do you imagine? I mean, this foundation of creative society is close to you because you're talking about it. But how can you imagine creative society as an opera singer, as a person? What kind of society you imagine when you think of creative society? What kind of society would you like to live in? I imagine that, you know, that in order to create, be promoted, first of all, I think that it should be promoted at the political level. For example, there are green parties, and like in the Netherlands, it's a quite strong, powerful, influential party. Why not creating parties for creative society? Maybe merge several parties and promote this topic at the political level to address parliaments, regional levels, and try to influence, really influence powers that be, those who adopt laws, those who allocate budgets, so that yes, they would allocate more money and more funds on literature, on culture, on arts, on healthcare, on all the social needs of people, on everything a person needs, and to ensure a normal life and development, and for each person to develop and self-realize. But for this, we need to have some material base. But you said to influence the powerful people who make decisions. But in every constitution, in every country, we have such words that the main value is a human being. And so this point is that we endow people with authority to resolve, improve our lives. And you know, this way we are as electors, actually on us depends whether this society will happen, will take place or not. If the majority wants we actually have it, and we see that everyone has it. So why don't we actively work ourselves? Why should we shift responsibility to someone else? Yes, yes. Every person should do something within their ability and opportunity, but probably we need to find some leaders and appoint some leaders who will uh, undertake the function of promotion of this topic to the higher levels, like to the political level, to the management level in the countries. Your worldview echoes to the article which was released on allatraunites.com about the 8 foundations of creative society and the 3 stages of building such a society. Is so interesting because now we are on the first stage. We are just informing people, but we are slowly switching to the political stage, where indeed from the political arena people will start talking about creative society. But the most interesting thing is that this is already happening. Yes, indeed, in some countries this is already taking place, and we are expanding. So it's so wonderful that you shared your idea, your worldview, because this is absolutely coherent and consistent with the basis of creative society and with the principles, foundations, and stages of creative society. Yes. I would also like to ask another question. Valentina has touched upon the stages. Yes, really, we are at the first stage, informational stage. But since Valentina already got into, she expressed very profound opinion on the creative side, I would like to ask her, Valentina, what do you think? Could you, like now, getting acquainted with us, with the 8 foundations, you continue this chain of continuing this informational, launch chain and share this information about the 8 principles of creative society with other people, with friends? Yes, of course, I will recommend your movement to my friends, to my relatives. I will tell about your interesting plans and thoughts, and since Sylvia is one of my students, of course, she will be invited to our concerts. She will have an opportunity to meet with our other students, and she'll be able to tell about the movement with my students, with my friends. She will be able to share opinion and knowledge about the movement and about creative society. I have very interesting people among my in my environment, artists, musicians, and in within the scope of their opportunities, they help other people, including me. They support me a lot. So yes, of course, I have a narrow circle of acquaintances, but this chain will continue. Thank you very much. We'll do it for sure. Now, dear friends, our time is running up, and now we have a surprise planned. Since Valentina is an opera singer, we asked her to sing for us at least couple of minutes, but something wonderful, something great. So, Valentina, could you please tell us what will you sing for us? It's Puccina Come o bambino caro, a piece of the opera by Puccini.
Oh mio bambino caro, mi piace bene andare in porta rossa.
О, это как было замечательно.
Yeah, it's just
Спасибо.
so beautiful.
Спасибо
Thank you so
большое.
much.
Это было так замечательно, было так
It
красиво.
was very wonderful.
Спасибо.
Thank you so much. Such a beautiful present. Just excellent present. At a moment, I just lost an understanding where I am now. Yes, it's like flying, as if I was in the hall and listening to the concert. Yeah, very beautiful. You know, I get this idea. Oh, I feel so fine. Just
Вот представление того, что
the understanding of this soon there will be the time when we build the creative society where we can most of our time devote to art, go to the theater, meet talented people, share our experience, share our opinion and understanding, and to talk about something that is pleasant to talk about the society where we all want to live, the creative society. Yes, I want to live in such a society. It is real happiness, and such a beauty is just flowing. Can you imagine 7.5 billion people, and each of them is talented, and each of them gives. This is a society of giving people, sharing people, equal people, a society of happy people. Yeah, completely happy people. Thank you very much. Thank you. And traditionally, Valentina, we would like to address to our viewers. What would you like to wish to our viewers? First of all, I am very grateful and thank them that they were with us, that they have time to listen to us, and I wish health and happiness and give our soul to everybody who is watching us today, and with the best wishes. Yeah, thank you so much.
до новых встреч.
So see you soon. See you soon. Bye. Bye. Bye.